Molly, you're a shrink. Why is it my daydreams always end right before the really sexy part?
I don't know. Maybe we should work on that. Together.
Damn it!
The romance is easy to write on this show because one of the predominant things in hospitals is that just you're there so much and it's so high stress that everyone seems to be sleeping with everyone.
On the very end of season 3, JD had told Elliot to break up with Scott Foley's character so they could be together, and then he realizes he doesn't love Elliot either, so they have a lot of ground to make up.
Since I totally broke Elliot's heart, I was still trying to smooth things over. Hey, buddy. What's with the giant needle?
An arc over the last couple of years of the show was to disintegrate these two as a couple and yet have them have to battle back to get to the point that they could be comfortable as best friends again.
It's one of those relationships where they never want each other at the same time. You know, one person wants the other and then the other person gets sick of that person and they never end up lining up perfectly in terms of when they want to be together.
Anybody got any extra ketchup packets? Thank you, Elliot.
Over the years, as they are thrown together to work together 14 hours a day, it's been a huge problem for them. I think they're destined to be disasters.
It's not very often that you get in a romantic relationship with someone that ends horribly and end up friends. And we felt that the only time it really happens is when you're forced by your job or by family relationships or whatever to remain in proximity to them.
Beginning of the 4th season, we definitely hate each other.
They have a lot of ground to make up, and so they decide as long as we just keep our distance, we're gonna be fine. And then smash cut to...
Here's your office.
No. Enjoy.
We're forced to be in this tiny little office. It could not have been smaller.
Yes, I'm happy, but I'd be happier if I didn't have to share the job with such a jerk.
Elliot, I can hear you.
This series is ultimately not about whether or not those two characters will get together. We always, every year, like to try and put some more nails in that coffin, and one of them is to have that character hook up with your older brother.
Hey!
Whoa! Hey, little brother.
And they go through waves where they lust after each other, where they don't, and they finally settle into something that's like, you know what, we're fully honest with each other. We know that we're not meant to be together, so why are we all stressing out about this?
As the season goes on, they start supporting each other's romances, and they both have other relationships.
I mean, you've always had this insecure thing, even though you're this funny, weird, amazing guy. I mean, that's why I fell in love with you, and I'm betting if you just act like yourself, Kylie will too.
Because JD's the one who has broken Elliot's heart, he says, okay, I'm gonna let her be the first one to have the relationship, and I'm gonna hold back, and that kind of slaps him in the face when gorgeous Heather Graham as Molly comes on the show.
The hospital also had a new attending psychiatrist, Dr. Molly Clock.
JD and Heather Graham, we just wanted to do a hate-lust type of thing because she drove Zach Braff's character JD crazy on the show.
For one thing, she's always calling me Johnny. Also, she wasn't very nice.
Hey, sit with us. We'll make room, even if I have to stand.
What a bitch.
JD's been with some very beautiful women, but I think, you know, he was very excited about the chance to be with her.
Just think of Molly, man.
JD, where are you?
It was exactly what JD needed to take his mind off of Elliot.
You never know what life will put in your lap when you open your arms and embrace it.
Be surprised what'll fall in your lap if you open up and embrace like this.
Elliot!
Oh my God, it was the most hysterical day on set because everyone had a crush on him. He's just so disarmingly charming. I mean, even Zach and Donald were giddy.
Yellow moons, orange stars, green clovers.
See? I told you. He's Irish.
The fact that Elliot fall into his lap and make out with him after him just saying,
He said my eyes look like the Irish countryside after a soft rain. I should go.
but what's even funnier, I think, is then when he turns to Judy's character, Carla, and says, your hair is curly.
Dude.
Baby!
What? What? I wasn't gonna do anything. He said my hair was curly.
That's enough for her to make out with him because her hair is curly.
Your hair is curly.
Baby!
Okay.
I don't know that she can resist such a guy. I don't think the guys could resist it, so why should Carla be any different?
So Judy and I have a huge fight scene over him. The last girl-on-girl fight I was in was when I was 5 and my sister was 6. She took my pink Bugs Bunny flip-flops.
Shark! Hey!
Go ahead.
More than anything, Carla is the mother of the household, you know what I mean? And she runs the household. While JD and Turk are the kids and they run around and they cause a mess.
The biggest romance on the show, I think, is JD and Turk.
Hey, Pear. I just saw an adorable interracial gay couple. Oh, just precious.
One of the things that we like so much is that these actors are so able to portray a real and devoted friendship.
It's like we were separated at birth, you know? I laugh about it because it's kind of the way Donald and I are in real life. He's one of my best friends in the world, and we couldn't have had a more different upbringing or childhood, and yet we have the exact same sense of humor.
Turk's relationship with JD is very much like Turk's relationship with Carla, except they don't have sex. It's his other half.
You two are so close that I occasionally have nightmares of you running away together.
Where did we go?
One time we went to Aspen.
Oh, it was summer. I'm not that big a skier.
Girls!
Your relationship with your closest friend, there's not at least one thing that you did in your life that you regret.
They're drunk and they kiss.
What we really liked was it was one of those dicey moments that didn't mean anything but really tested their friendship.
I don't think Turk really appreciated the fact that his best friend kissed his wife.
It made me really uncomfortable. Donald and I are so close that it's like I genuinely felt like I was kissing his girlfriend.
Admittedly, I lost my cool here.
No, Turk. It's understandable.
Their friendship was so strong, both JD's and Carla's and JD's and Turk's, that they came out of it unscathed.
The worst first date that I ever had was with this guy who took me to this dump of a pizza park, right?
You know what? Really don't want to hear about this one. Okay.
And she didn't like the pizza I ordered because it had anchovies on it. You believe that?
It had anchovies.
Perry Cox is the only person in the hospital who threatens Turk's relationship with Carla. Turk is an alpha male, but Cox is an alpha male as well. And Carla's attracted to that.
I think Carla and Dr. Cox's relationship has evolved pretty profoundly over 5 years.
Hey, baby.
Keep it together.
It started out, there was some inklings that they either had a romantic past or might revisit that.
You are so dead. Yeah, he's utterly transparent and completely unintimidating. And when he needs to get put in his place, I think that's where he goes to his wife.
Have a good day. Try not to torture anyone so much that they take their own lives.
I'll try. You know, you're not looking as processed and overly medicated as usual.
That is so sweet.
Jordan and Dr. Cox, one of the things that we like is that we consider it a functional, dysfunctional relationship.
Most of what she does is centered around torturing me.
I think my main goal is cooking up mean things to say to him and very happy when he's miserable. So you're just going to fall asleep right after for the rest of my life?
I think they're staying together because they complete each other's misery.
Thank you, janitor.
We really started branching out with the janitor. JD, he tortured, we know that. Carla, he fears. Dr. Cox, it's like two big bullies going head to head. We said there's got to be one person that he has a soft spot in his heart for.
Careful, Elliot.
Oh, come on. What harm can come from a little flirting?
I want to see that engagement ring.
That costs $10,000.
I got $12. I think the janitor sees in Elliot youth, innocence, purity, hopefulness, everything that he does not have. Plus, she's cute. Whoa, 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 whoa. Watch your step there, little lady.
Thanks, janitor.
If there's one person that he would like, it was Elliot, because she was probably nice to him, and probably the one person that in his conspiracy-riddled head didn't give him attitude. So we gave him a schoolboy crush.
Damn it. I told you to sparkle! I think rather than asking her out, he saw an opportunity to trick her into doing it, which takes less nerve.
I made a bet with Dr. Cox that you would go out with me, and if I win, I get his Porsche.
And then the fact that he makes up this whole thing, like that his band's name is Hibbledon, and ends up calling this brain trust together, and I love his brain trust.
Gentlemen, Crazy Eyes Margot, I've called the brain trust together for one reason. I have to find a way to make Blonde Doctor mine.
Burn down her apartment.
That was just a swing and a miss for the big J, but hopefully down the line, something might happen romantically.
And quite honestly, you know, it would have been just a single joke, but Neil Flynn, who we only knew as a comedian, was so adept at playing real moments with her.
I know that you don't think about me the way that I think about you, and I never really believed that you would, or that you could, but just pretending for today somehow made me feel good for a change.
Real sweet sentiment that it kind of rounded out his character, so it was something that we kept alive and that we really like when we look back at it.